You know, if you're a hands-on type of person, anybody can do this.
This is a slide out. This whole space is a slide out.
You have that chemistry with other people and you just become friends.
We don't have a dishwasher, and we are a family of 5, so we need a big sink. Hi guys, I'm Tatyana.
I'm Jonathan.
And we live and travel in our trailer called Sunny Cruiser. Welcome to our kitchen. Jonathan redid this whole thing. He painted the cabinets olive green. This was all brown and ugly. So we did paint it. We put the butcher countertops. He did everything himself. We did put big sink. It used to have this tiny sink. We don't have a dishwasher, and we are a family of 5, so we need a big sink. And this is where Sunny takes his baths, so works out pretty good. I love it. This is probably my favorite piece of the kitchen. And we have this awesome industrial style faucet, which we got from IKEA, which works great. We have a 3 burner stove, which works great. That's all we need for all our food. We have a microwave, which we never use. I think we used it a couple of times. I like to heat everything on the skillet instead of using the microwave. Our cups are here. We have 4 cups and a few more here. This is the storage. This is where we store all our plates, our vitamins, baby stuff, anything kitchen related goes here. There's plenty of storage for everything we need. Pretty standard RV size fridge, freezer on top. We can probably store a week worth of food here. We go to the grocery store once a week because we can't fit much stuff in here, and we eat a lot. We are a family of 5, and our kids are 5 and 3, and they eat a ton. I'm Russian, and this is a Russian alphabet. We try to do a little bit of homeschooling with them. So we go through the alphabet, we learn the letters, we learn the numbers. Not every day, but we try to do it a couple times a week so they don't forget. So we have our Starlink right here. We use Starlink. We've got it before we hit the road, and it has been a lifesaver. Probably the best buy for this kind of lifestyle. I work remote, so I need good internet, and I can't rely on the campground internet. It sucks. So yeah, we have our Starlink, and it gives us great connection. So this is the dining area. This is where we eat all our meals. Well, actually not all of them. We try to eat outside as much as possible. We had these bulky chairs before, and it was just it was not working. They were too big, they were too clunky. So we just recently got these IKEA chairs, stackable IKEA chairs, which work great because when we are not eating, we can just push them in, and it creates all this space. And kids built forts in this space. They had their hidden house. They were playing all sorts of games, and it just gives them this extra space. So when we travel, this table actually, why we love it is it collapses. So it goes like this. This goes like that, and then it turns into this little tiny half table. Doesn't take much space, and then we can store our bikes and all our travel gear right inside the trailer. And then when we're set up, we can just put it back out, and yeah, this is our trailer. This is our table. This is how it goes. This is a slide out. This whole space is a slide out, so it comes back in when we're traveling. So we bought this couch from Wayfair, and it actually converts into a sofa. We keep it as a day bed just because we are a family of 5, and there's usually both our girls like to watch TV here, or Jonathan likes to lay here, and it worked best like that. This is also an extra space if somebody wants to come stay with us. My mom's coming in a few days, and this is where she can sleep. It's very, very comfortable. It has a mattress on top of the couch to make it a little bit more comfortable. This is our pantry slash our medical cabinet slash our paper plates cabinet. It goes very, very, very deep, so it provides us a lot of storage. I should mention that we ripped out the original slide out planks and replaced them with these nice wooden planks. I love them. I love them so much. I wanted to paint them, but then I decided to leave them as is. It gives the trailer this rusty look, and I think it looks super cool with the greenery. And yeah, they're very durable. The ones we had before were made out of plastic, and they were almost coming out as we were driving, so this works way better.
In Canada, you get 12 months of maternity leave. So for her, it was a good opportunity because we just had him, so she was going to be off for 12 months. It was just a really good opportunity to do something different and go away for a while. And for me, I was still working at the time, but I spent the last 12 years in the oil and gas industry in Canada. Most recently, my position was a project manager, so it became a very difficult industry to work in the last few years, and I just didn't really enjoy it anymore. I enjoyed the people that I work with. I'm happy of the accomplishments that I had, but I just didn't enjoy it. So for me, I also wanted to kind of get away and open my own mind and change my perspective at the same time, and I think it just benefit the whole family. Yeah, and just connecting with people and seeing new places. You connect with people so much easier in doing this lifestyle. It's a matter of minutes. Sometimes you're just setting up, and then all of a sudden your neighbor has a kid, or you just get caught up in a conversation. All of a sudden, you have that chemistry with other people, and you just become friends really easily. And it just seemed like in the city that where the life that we used to have, you didn't even know your neighbors, and people are busy and they don't have time for you, or make time for other people as much. And that's what we enjoy, because actually people out here make time to spend with other people. We're all doing the same thing, I guess, and for the same reasons for the most part. Yeah. All right, welcome to our master bedroom. So initially this bedroom right here, we had a queen size bed with our kids, and the sleeping arrangements, we had to change some things, so we decided to kind of put in a larger bed. We were able to get a king size bed in here, and it works really well for us and our kids, because I usually sleep with our two girls, Gemma and Sophie, and it just gives us that much more space to kind of roll around, or because they kind of move around all night. So when we remodeled this, we added some wallpaper in the front of the travel trailer. We obviously resurfaced and repainted the cabinets. As you can see, it was more of a darker color when we initially bought it, so we wanted to brighten things up. So we kind of painted everything white. For some reason, I tend to have more clothes than everybody else, so I get the larger closet. Right here is Tatyana's closet, and that's some more stuff for Tatyana and the kids. There's also some storage underneath the bed, which we use quite a bit. Obviously, we're on the road kind of for a long time, full time, so we need some storage to bring our stuff and travel with us. So we also have these sliding doors that we use just for separation and a little bit of privacy. And then when we do slide the doors, that TV that's currently facing in the living room can tilt in the bedroom so the children can watch their cartoons at night before going to bed and whatnot. So this is our entryway right outside the bedroom. Like I said, when we were in the bedroom, you can kind of slide these doors shut, and it creates that separation / privacy. You can see a speaker here, so we do have built-in speakers in the trailer and outside, so you can play your music whether you want it inside the trailer, outside, or both. You have the option to do that. It's ran off of this system right here. Down here, this area was covered initially, so it was just a flat surface. But we knew that, why not use the space inside, just cut holes, and so we can store more stuff for kids. All right, welcome to our bathroom. When we remodeled the bathroom, it looked, well, before we remodeled, it was really different. We added the butcher countertop, also the farmhouse sink, which we wanted to kind of carry that theme, the farmhouse theme throughout the trailer, which is why we painted everything kind of white, added some wood features, the farmhouse sink, and yeah, stuff like the butcher block. We added some wallpaper here, which kind of added a lot of character to the bathroom. So toilet is just a Nomadic 300, just your typical standard trailer or RV toilets. It's self-contained system, so it's I believe it's a 38-gallon black tank in this trailer, and then the fresh water is 44-gallon, the hot water tank 6-gallon, and then the gray water is 38-gallon. And just move out of the way here. We have our shower, kind of bathtub at the bottom. It's kind of convenient with the kids, the little girls. They're still at an age right now to take baths and stuff. So it's a good size for them, and it fits well for our needs. So in this trailer we have a forced air AC, which came with the trailer. We use it quite a bit, especially out here. It is a 30 amp system in this trailer, which is what we need to run this AC when we're plugged in. And when we're dry camping, we use, in order to run our AC, we need to hook onto a generator. We don't have solar panels or nothing like that. I have two 6-volt batteries on the trailer, but you won't be able to run AC off 12-volt system. So you do need that the power from that generator that we use when we're not fully hooked up at a full hookup camping. But yeah, it kind of works for us. We close the blinds. We have blackout blinds throughout the trailer, and it works quite well with these blackout blinds to cool down the trailer with this one AC still. If you're a hands-on type of person, anybody can do this. Yeah. Anybody can convert. Like you get creative. And
you get creative. You think about inches, not feet.
You don't have to think about the end result, because that's not how you go in life in the first place. You kind of do step by step, small momentum, and then you don't have to be overwhelmed. You just kind of do a little by little, and you always set yourself a timeline and a plan. You should always plan, but you shouldn't be overwhelmed with this kind of stuff. You just take your time and get it done. When it's done, it's done. You got to be prepared too. You hit the road, like you gotta have your tools. You need to kind of educate yourself a little bit with what you need, the essentials. Because I mean, breakdowns, you're gonna have problems. It doesn't matter where you are if you're.
It's when.
It's when. So, I mean, we luckily we didn't have any major problems, and maybe we will. But you know, we have a good amount of tools, essential tools, and you know, if something happens, then you're not stuck with your 3 little kids somewhere on the side of the road. You can hopefully keep going and keep moving. So right here at the entrance, I'll start out with the liquid propane detector. So before taking this trip, we had the original one in. But you typically need to change them every 5 years. It's recommended that you do that. So, you know, for the cost, for what it costs versus, you know, if something would happen with our kids or having everyone inside our trailer running stuff on propane. So it's definitely a good investment to put in a new one, whether it's 3 years old, 4 years old, and you have kids. I think it doesn't even matter. There's not a price that you can put on that kind of stuff. So you definitely need to switch them out and be careful with that stuff. And also always have your fire extinguisher. You never know. I mean, could be cooking with grease or whatever the case might be. Something could easily catch on fire, so it's always good to have one on hand. And here's the panel for the trailer. So just quickly running through the different functions of this panel. So here you have your cap lights. We have these blue lights on the front of the trailer that we can put on. It looks cool at night, I guess. So we switch it on sometimes, and then just the main lights inside the trailer. Porch light, which is this one right here. There's a switch for if you do want to put an electrical awning. Right now we just have a manual one, but you have the option to wire it back to this switch if you want to convert it to a electrical awning. And then your slide out in and out, that's where you do it. Your water heater switch is here. So yeah, you switch it on. I guess just be mindful of having your water tank full of water before you ever switch it on, or else it could cause problems. And then the water pump, switches here. So I guess right now it's not on because we're connected to water. We have pressure, water pressure inside the trailer, so you don't need it. But when you fill up your fresh water tank and you're dry camping, you put on your pump so you can have water. And then these are just the different sensors that tells you how much water you have left in your black tank, gray water tank, your fresh water, and then also lets you know if your batteries are fully charged or they're almost in need to be recharged. So, all right, so this is a 2015 Shadow Cruiser. I guess the model number was the S280 QBS. That stands for bunkhouse, but it's 28 feet long. As for storage, so we do have a front compartment here, which is definitely something that we would like to have more of on this trailer. If we were to change anything, would be a little bit more storage, just because we're kind of doing this for a long duration, full time. And this is the awning. So it's a manual awning, like I said before. It works well. I mean, you kind of pull it out when you need it, and then always pull it back in if you're away from the trailer and winds pick up. You never know if the wind picks up, and it's going to destroy your awning pretty quick. All right, so this is our outdoor kitchen. Pretty simple, but yet practical. You have your sink, little stove top here with 2 burners, run off propane, and then you have some storage up here for miscellaneous stuff, whatever you want to store up here. And then one of the most important part would be the mini fridge with the beer. So That's definitely a must. And then just going in the back of the trailer, we have our septic, I guess wagon you want to call it. So this is for when we go camping and let's say there's no septic hookup. We ran into a situation not too long ago before we even bought it that we went into a campground. They didn't have any. We thought we would have had a full hookup system going in, but there was none available. So we're okay with it, but we were there for like 4 or 5 nights. So we ended up filling our gray water completely full, and then it started coming up into our shower, and that smell is not really fun. So as soon as we had that come up, we bought this. So this allows us to kind of, if we run into that same situation where we're not hooked up, we can fill this up. I can pull it behind my truck, go dump it, and then you do it again if you need to. But yeah, you can monitor your black tank, your gray tank, and then you can empty them and go empty them in the septic system that they have for everyone on the campground. I think it's good to also not move too fast, like knowing what you actually need to travel with, like because there's so many options out there: travel trailers, motorhomes, fifth wheels. There's so many vans. Like, I think you need to take your time and go out there and kind of see what other people have and how they like it. And yeah, because like I said, there's so many options. So I think you definitely don't want to be too quick on a big purchase, and yeah, just take your time.
Thank you guys so much for coming and touring our home on wheels. If you want to follow our adventures, check us out on Instagram at KC Family Adventures, and see you on the road.
Bye bye.